Hello there. Thank you for joining me in what is the first of my artist series. This is 15 Little Known Facts about Pablo Picasso. I am Jason Cano. Picasso's full name has 23 words. Picasso was baptized Pablo Diego José Francisco de Paula Juan Nepomuceno María de los Remedios Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad Matia Patricio Clito Ruiz y Picasso. He was named after various saints and relatives. The Picasso is actually from his mother, Maria Picasso y Lopez. His father is named José Ruiz Blasco. Picasso's first word was pencil. It's like Picasso was born to be an artist. His first word was pez, short for lápiz, the Spanish word for pencil. His father, Ruiz, an artist and art professor, gave him a formal education in art starting from the age of 7. By 13, Ruiz vowed to give up painting as he felt Pablo had surpassed him. Pablo's first artworks. At the tender age of 9, Picasso completed his first painting, Le Picador, a man riding a horse in a bullfight. His first major painting, an academic work, is First Communion, featuring a portrait of his father, mother, and younger sister kneeling before an altar. Picasso was 15 when he finished it. When he was born, the midwife thought he was stillborn. Picasso had such a difficult birth and was such a weak boy that when he was born, the midwife thought he was stillborn, so she left him on a table to attend to his mother. It was his uncle, a doctor named Don Salvador, that saved him. Picasso was a terrible student. No doubt about it, Picasso was brilliant artistically. He was years ahead of his classmates, who were all 5 to 6 years older than him. But Picasso chafed at being told what to do, and he was often thrown into detention. He was quoted as saying, "For being a bad student, I was banished to the caboose. A bare cell with whitewashed walls and a bench to sit on. I liked it there, because I took a sketch pad and drew incessantly. I could have stayed there forever drawing without stopping." Picasso's first job. Picasso signed his first contract in Paris with art dealer Pere Menich, who agreed to pay him 150 francs per month, about $750 today. Did Picasso steal the Mona Lisa? Actually, no. But in 1911, when the famous painting Mona Lisa of Leonardo da Vinci was stolen from the Louvre, the police took in Picasso's friend, the poet Guillaume Apollinaire. Apollinaire fingered Picasso as a suspect, so the police hauled him in for questioning. Both were later released. Cubism, full of little cubes. In 1909, Picasso and French artist Georges Braque co-founded an art movement known as Cubism. Actually, it was French art critic Louis Faucel who first called it bizarre cubique, or cubism, after noting that Picasso and Braque's paintings are full of little cubes. Picasso claimed, "Paul Cézanne was my one and only master." In 1943, Picasso declared to photographer Georges Brassai that artist Paul Cézanne was my one and only master. Guernica. When a Nazi officer saw Guernica, he asked Picasso, "Was you who did it?" And Picasso is said to have responded, "No, you did." Picasso is a prolific artist. In all his life, Picasso produced about 147,800 pieces, consisting of 13,500 paintings, 100,000 prints and engravings, 300 sculptures and ceramics, and 34,000 illustrations, an impressive 78-year career. Picasso's iconic striped shirt is no ordinary garment. Picasso's iconic shirt is a Breton striped shirt, which in 1858 became the official uniform of French seamen in Brittany. Picasso was also a leader in fashion, and his Breton striped t-shirt was designed by Coco Chanel. The 21 horizontal stripes represent each of Napoleon's victories. Exhibition at the Louvre Museum. Picasso was the first artist to receive a special honor exhibition at the Grand Gallery of the Louvre Museum in Paris in celebration of his 90 years. Picasso was a poet and a playwright. After ending his first marriage in 1935, Picasso dabbled in poetry and later wrote 2 surrealist plays. Between 1935 and 1959, Picasso wrote over 300 poems that were mostly untitled, except for an occasional date and location of where it was written. It was rumored that Picasso predicted he'd be known more for his poetry than his paintings. Where is Picasso buried? Picasso was buried on the grounds of a chateau he bought on a whim in 1958 in the village of Vauvenargues in the south of France. Small groups of visitors are now allowed to view his final resting place, where he has lain since his death at age 91. The raised burial mound is topped with his 1933 sculpture, Femme Mauvaise. Picasso is said to have bought the estate after discovering that it lay on the slopes of Mount Sainte-Victoire, which was painted more than 30 times by Paul Cézanne, the Impressionist artist. "I have just bought myself Cézanne's mountains," he told his agent. I would like to thank PabloPicasso.org for providing the content for this recording, and I would like to thank you, dear viewer, for tuning in. This has been 15 Little Known Facts about Pablo Picasso. For more examples of my work, please click the About Me link in my profile. I am Jason Cano.